elderly parents and children while traveling. He wished he had a family who would love him and share him with care, support, and guidance. We all live with our loved ones and enjoy their affection and support. We call this close group our family. As we grow old, we seek guidance and support from family members. Most of our needs are fulfilled by the family. The environment in the family has influence on us and shape our personality. In this lesson, we will learn the real meaning of the word family, its importance and functions, and our need for family and support, and how does a family function and influence our lives. Family is a very important part of a person's life, right? The people we live with, the people we love, those who care for us, those we care about, those we have relations with. Those people are our family. They provide us love, support, guidance, yeah. And they also fulfill our needs. Okay? Not just um, needs of things, but also needs such as love and affection. Okay? Now, the environment in the family has a great influence on us because it shapes our personality. Like, it has a major impact, especially on children, on adolescents. The the family environment impacts them a lot. Now, what is a family? Traditionally, a family has been defined as a fundamental unit of society where two or more people are related to each other, either by marriage, blood, or adoption, and share a common roof, kitchen, and source of income. Today, this concept of a family is undergoing a change. Okay. Traditionally, family is a fundamental unit, means a part of a society where two or more people are connected to each other by marriage, by blood, like relatives or adoption, and they share a common roof, maybe live in the same house, yeah, same kitchen and income source. Today, this concept is undergoing a change. How? Take a look around you. You will find that people do not live by themselves. They live in a group, which we address as family. Just observe who all live in this group and what all they do. You will find that different groups have different structures. Okay? Family structures. How family structures? Some groups have people from three generations, that is, the parents, their married children, and their children. Whereas some other groups would consist of a married couple and their children. They are all living cohesively in a house and helping each other in carrying out responsibilities assigned to each other. Family structure, see, some families, it is a big family, okay? The grandparents are there, then their children are there, that is mom and dad, and then their children are there. Okay? Some
Ma'am,
families, yes,
what do they mean by living cohesively?
living cohesively means living by depending on each other together.
Okay.
Okay? Now, they live together, helping each other, carrying out responsibilities. Yeah, so I was telling, some families are big families, so three generations are living. Some families, you have grandparents, then the one son and his wife and their children, then other son and his wife and their children. So they live, that is like family structure. Whereas some families, only the husband, wife, and their children are living in one home. Okay? When a family consists of a couple and their children, both natural and adopted, natural are who are born to the couple, adopted, what is adoption, who have been legally taken in by the couple. When you adopt a child, you legally take that child to be your own son or daughter. Adoption. Living together under one roof is called a nuclear family. Nuclear family means that only the husband, wife, and their children. Okay? Small family, only the married couple and their children is known as a nuclear family. Then we have a joint family. Joint family means where there are parents and siblings of the couple, that is called a joint family. Like I explained you, grandparents are there, then two sons of the grandparents, then one son, his wife and his children, and the other son, his wife and their children. So that is a whole like big family, a joint family. Okay? Look at figure 19.1. Can you now spot a joint and nuclear family? The first one is a joint family, grandparents and also the second one is a nuclear family, where only the mom, dad, and the child is there. Okay? Whatever may be the type of a family, it is one of the most important institutions in society and is the first group that offers support, affection, and help to each member of the group in carrying out its day-to-day. Okay, family is the most important institution in society. It is the most important thing in the society because it offers support, affection, help to each member. Okay? Each member of the family. Functions of a family. A family has many crucial functions to fulfill. Can you make a list of all that your family does for you and compare it to the following list? Now, some of the functions that a family does, uh, the functions of the family are: a family provides to all its members protection from any danger to life. Family provides, family provides us opportunities for emotional bonding among its members, then financial and emotional security, then facilities for preparation for life education, passing of social cultural values and duties. Okay, for our family protects us, right? We've seen how mother and father, mom and dad, protect the children from any danger, harm, since their birth. Then they like bonding is there when between the parents and the children. The emotional bonding is there. You when there's happiness, you laugh together. When there's sadness, you cry together, and then you overcome things so that there is an emotional bonding. You support each other in overcoming. Then financial security, we know, like providing for our needs financially, emotional security. Then facilities for preparation for life education. Parents provide us education. Okay. Then they pass us, they from them we learn social and cultural values. Okay. Do you like remember? Like sometimes the parents teach us that when we are going out, how do we greet the people? How do we like sit among them? Okay, they say that when you go out, greet everybody you see with a smile. Okay, wish your aunt if you see, wish uncle, wish everyone. They don't go sit in one corner, but greet everybody. When you go to a family function, they teach us. So they teach us social values, cultural values, about our religious practices also. The parents teach us how to pray, how to read the Bible, everything. And recreation is relaxation. Okay, relaxation activities. So this is all our family provides to its members. Below is a list of some important functions of a family. Think about your family and the function it performs. Tick mark your responsible appropriate family. Okay, so let's do this. I'll say one point. Okay, you will tell me both of you. Okay, you'll tell me both of you. Always fulfill, sometimes fulfills, never fulfill. Okay, protection from any danger to life.
Yes.
Always focus. And for Amaze, yes, Amaze, both of you have to see for each one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for your
Always.
family.
Okay.
Always
Always.
focus.
Okay.
Okay. Opportunities for emotional bonding among its members.
Sweet ones.
Sometimes. Okay.
Always.
Always you say.
Yeah. Wait, do you mean like with like your parents or do you mean like with everybody? Like your family?
No, no, not for everybody. Okay. Because it's not so much with the people who are not living with you in your home, but
Yeah.
this is for the family who is living with you in your home. Okay.
Oh,
You are very close family members. So opportunities for emotional bonding among its members
Always.
is financial security and emotional security. Always. Okay. And always.
Always.
Always. This is used for preparation for life through education.
always.
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 Transmission of culture and values of life.
Always.
Always.
Creation.
Always.
Always.
Wait, what was recreation again?
Recreation is taking you out for a vacation, for a movie, like a relaxation time with family.
Sometimes.
So, yes. Okay. Now, these are the functions of family. This differs for everybody. Okay. This is different for everybody. Most parents provide education to their children, protection. They are a bonding. Sometimes in a family, maybe rural or some areas, they might not provide education to girls. Okay. Some parents might not have that good bonding with their children. So this is different for everybody. Okay. But mostly our parents want the best for us. Okay. A family wants the best for us, and the bondage is there. They provide for our needs, education, and everything. So, now, before we discuss with you about how a family strives to achieve all the above stated functions, we would like you to get familiar with various stages in the life of a family. The requirements of a family are different at each stage, and therefore, its efforts to provide for these requirements is also different. We will take a look at the family life cycle. What is the family life cycle? Consider your own family. Okay, when you think about your own family, your parents, when they got married, they started their family life. Okay, which and this stage is called the beginning stage of family life cycle. Okay, when our parents get married or when we get married, this stage is called the beginning stage of the family life cycle. With the birth of the eldest child, the family entered the expanding stage. Okay, when the eldest child is born, expanding stage. When all of you would get settled and run your own household, your parents, your family would reach the contracting stage. Okay? Contracting stage. These three stages are marked by a distinct pattern of family life. And here, the beginning stage, okay, where they are married, okay, where they are married. Then first child is born. Okay, first child is born, family expands. Expanding stage. Okay, this is the family expands. Then the daughter grows up and we marry her. Okay, she gets married. Or when the children get married and they start their own household, they start their own family. The parents grow old. Okay, when the parents grow old, this is known as contracting stage. Okay, see, the family has contracted once again. The family has shrunk once again. First, it was just the two of them, and then children came, expanded, and then the children got married and settled in their own families again. Shrink. Okay? So these are the three stages of the family life cycle. Okay? The stages of the family life cycle are the beginning stage where independent young adults, both the dad and mom are independent young adults and they marriage. The expanding stage is parenting. Comes parenting. They have their first child, second child, they become parents, they do parenting. Then settling of children, the children they settle, like they marry, they make their careers and then they get married, settling of children. And the third stage is when they retire and the children are married and the parents retire. That is known as the contracting stage. What is the importance of understanding the family life cycle? An understanding of the family life cycle helps us to foresee the challenges and requirements of each stage. It is useful to have the right mental makeup for dealing with the challenges and planning of priorities for each stage. This ensures a successful and smooth transition from one stage to another. Okay. When we understand the family cycle, it helps us to see the challenges and requirements of each stage because every stage has different challenges and different requirements. We can see them prior, okay, these challenges and requirements. Then we can make our mindset to deal with these challenges, okay, and planning of priorities for each stage, okay. So when you are an independent adult, you plan for marriage and then you marry, right? You plan for marriage and then you marry. That is planning prior, okay, for the next stage. Planning prior for the next stage. When you are married, you plan to have children, right? You plan to have children. Some couples, like after 1 year, we have children, 2 years, whatever, one child, two child. They plan for it. Okay, that is the next stage. You plan for it. When you have children, you plan their education. Okay, you plan their education. Your mothers or your parents would have planned that we will make them do NIOS schooling. Okay, my parents planned from the time I was born that they will put me to Sophia School. They one of the best schools in ICT. They planned it. Okay? They planned it before. Like once I was born, once they were planning me, they planned my education also. Okay? Then so they plan. Then they plan the children's marriage. Okay? Our parents plan a marriage. Of course, it is our agreement also for that. Okay, it is done by the parents and the children's agreement to plan the marriage. And then after children are married, settled, they have a good career, the parents plan for the retirement. Okay, the parents plan for their retirement. Right? After retirement, you will not get a steady income. Okay, you will retire. Means that in most of the private places, your salary will be stopped. Okay, because you are retired. You're retired, you're too old to continue working, your salary will be stopped. After that, what? Like, how will you how will you pay your expenses because the income has stopped? Okay, so for old age, people save. People start to save for their old age. That when we grow old, that time for all the expenses that will be there for the old age people do savings. Okay. They save the money for the time of their retirement. Okay, they make investments, they make savings for the time of their retirement. That is pre-planning. Okay, they do this in the mid stage where they are becoming parents and when they are earning well. That time only they plan for the next stage, which is retirement. Okay, that time only they plan for their retirement. So this is planning that is done for next stages in the previous stage. Okay, in the previous stage only you plan for the coming stage. Now, this when you do this, it ensures a successful and smooth transition from one stage to another. Okay, then when the next stage is coming, it will be successful and smooth transition. Okay, means you do not have to worry now when you're retired. Actually, when the retirement stage actually comes, you don't have to worry where will the money come from because you already saved money. Okay, in the previous stage, you already saved it. The understanding of the life cycle also helps us to know about the nature of the environment in a family and its influence on the ultimate development of its members. Okay. The nature of environment in a family also we can know. Okay. What is the nature of the environment in the family? Okay. Some families have a good environment, some don't. Some families do not have a good environment. Okay. And its influence on the ultimate development of its members. If somebody in the family is drinking, if somebody in the family is drinking, okay, it will affect the environment of the family. Okay, there may be fights, there may be arguments, okay, and that will affect the development of its members. Means if there are children in the family, then imagine the impact that will be there on the children, right? So this is one example. There are many examples such as these on how the nature or environment in the family will affect the development of its members. If it is all the love, care, affection, openness, support in the family, the children will not grow up with insecurity. The children will not grow up with anxiety, social anxiety, and things, but they will be open. They'll be able to mix up well like with the people around them. They'll grow up without these things in their mind. But if children do not get a good social environment, a good family environment when they are young, then they will grow up with insecurity. They will grow up with doubts and everything. So it plays a huge role. Plays a huge role, family environment, on the development of other members. Prior knowledge of challenges at each stage equips us with confidence to handle the emerging situations better, and the result is a happy family system. Okay. So if we consider the challenges of, or if we consider the challenges that might come in the next stage prior only, then we can handle them well. Okay? Then we can handle them well, and it will be a happy family system. Stages in a family life cycle, beginning stage. Let's take a look at the stages in a bit more detail. Beginning stage. The life cycle of a family begins with youth. This is the stage of life when individuals gain their identity and emerge as an independent young adult. Okay? They gain their identity means they know who they are, okay, and then they um become independent, they start to earn, okay. This comes by the time you're 18 to 20, mostly. Okay. You know yourself better. You understand your patterns. Okay. You understand if you're an introvert or extrovert. Okay. You understand how you interact and everything about yourself. What is your identity? Then they, from the age of after 18, 20, you start earning and become independent. At this stage, they become emotionally, physically, socially, and financially independent. Okay. Emotionally means you will gain a better understanding of your emotions. Physically, it's there. Socially, you will understand the social norms and everything better. Okay, how to be a part in the society and everything. Yeah. and financially. They can now stay away from the family, look after their health and nutrition, form long-lasting intimate relationships outside the family as well. Okay, long-lasting intimate relationships, dating. Okay, that this is talking about being adults. Okay, not that dating which kids do at 14, 15, 13. No. Okay, when you are actually an adult, you know yourself well, you are earning, you are independent. That time you can go for long-lasting, intimate relationships outside the family. It's this intimacy that enables young persons to endure hard times and other challenges in the absence of their family. Okay, so the intimate relationships are also helpful to handle hard times when your family is absent. Usually, the absence of family is very less. Okay, but see, suppose I'll give you an example. Um, suppose your best friend. Okay, your best friend is like if you have a problem in the family, or if your family is not there with you, like in that moment, or suppose if you're living in an outside city, unwell, or having a problem and your family is not there in that moment, then you'll depend on whom? You'll depend on your close friends, right? You'll depend on your best friend who's there at the moment. Okay. So that is the intimacy that enables young people to endure hard times and other challenges. Okay. Can be your partner. Okay. Not married yet. Okay. Somebody you're dating. Okay. Can be that person when your family is like not available at that moment. They can be somebody you lean on, you depend on for emotional support. Okay. At this stage, commitment, compatibility, trust, and attachment are some of the essential ingredients for establishing intimate relationships. Okay. Commitment that you and that person both want the same thing, you both want long term. Okay. Then compatibility, how good you are with each other is known as compatibility. Okay. How well you both work together, or how well your goals, values align. Okay. Your thoughts align, compatibility, trust, okay, and attachment. They are the essential ingredients for establishing intimate relationships. Okay. Moreover, there are other things too. Loyalty. This is like different for everybody. Okay. This is like different for everybody. If I ask you what's your ideal or what are the major things that you value in a relationship, okay. So it will be different for Amaze, it will be different for Megan, it will be different for me. Okay. It's different for everybody, but these are the base values that should be there. Okay. The base values that should be there: commitment, compatibility, trust, attachment, loyalty. Okay. Values and goals should align. Or when we talk about intimate relationships. Okay. Now, marriage is one of the most intimate relationships that a person forms. Marriage is the most intimate relationship a person forms. It is an important milestone in life and should not happen before a girl is 18 and the boy is 21 years old. Why? Why not before 18 and 21?
Because yeah, immature before that.
Yes, because they are immature before that. Exactly. Now the age is 21 for girls and 23 for boys, I think so. The recent like change to this has been made. Okay. For girls it's 21, for boys it's 23. Okay. And maturity comes after this time period. Okay. Because adolescence is a phase like when we are 18, okay, or 18, 19, that point and before all of that, it is a time when you're overcome with so many emotions, highs and lows, and all the emotional thinking and everything that many decisions you would take emotionally. Okay, you are less mature in that time period. So marriage after that is ideal. Now, it is an important milestone, okay, this we read. By this time, it is expected that young adults would have had their basic minimum education and some preparation for a career. Having a career is also important, right? Otherwise, how would you take care of your family? Okay. How do you take care of your family? So having a career is important. You'll have kids, how do you take care of the kids? So making a career before marrying, okay, is very important. Traditionally, parents in India have been responsible for choosing the life partner for their son or daughter. Okay. So in India, mostly our parents choose a life partners. Okay. But nowadays, young adults also want to have a say in deciding the time of their marriage and choosing their life. This is the ideal thing. Okay. Parents decide. Okay. It should be your agreement in that too. Okay. It shouldn't be that you are choosing and your parents are not agreeing. Okay. Or they are choosing and you are not agreeing. Okay. That shouldn't be the case, that it should be somebody that you also like and your parents are also liking. Okay. Both you and your parents are supporting that. So that should be there. Preparation for marriage is important because marriage involves a lot of responsibility and changes in the lives of both boys and girls. Besides, teaching young people who are getting married need to be emotionally, socially, physically, and mentally prepared to face it. So, because marriage is a big thing. It is not just the happy moments. Struggles will also come. Okay. There will be responsibility. There will be major responsibility. There will be changes, responsibilities, struggle. Everything will become. Happiness will be there. Okay. Happiness will be there. But along with it, a lot of things will come. So you need to be prepared beforehand to deal with it along with your partner. Okay? Prepared physically, prepared mentally, okay, to deal with socially, emotionally, to deal with whatever will come. Now, they need counseling sessions from experienced adults in the family on making adjustments, developing tolerance and patience, coping with stress, and managing their emotions. That is something that is called as uh, pre-marital counseling. Okay? Something that is known as pre-marital counseling. What is pre-marital counseling? You and your partner, you both go to some adults in your family, some counselor or somebody. Okay, you talk with them, you talk with this person. Okay, about how it would about like married life. What are the things that we should prepare for? Okay, how we can develop tolerance and patience, how we can cope with stress, okay, how you can manage your emotions well. All of these things are talked about. Okay, you will learn from them. Okay, to learn from them on how to do this. So this is known as premarital counseling, financial replanning, and health security, contraception, pregnancy, and prevention of sexually transmitted diseases, infections, are other important areas to be discussed. Okay. Okay. Now, first is like all of these things. Okay, all of these things, making adjustments is very important. Okay, learning to make adjustments because you're actually living with another person. Okay, there'll be their habits that you don't like, your habits that they don't like. So what you'll do? Fight all the time? No. We will make adjustments. We'll be patient, tolerant. Okay. Then when stressful situation comes, what you'll do? You leave them? No, you'll be with them. Okay, we'll overcome together. We'll cope with stress, provide them support. Okay, they provide you support, managing the emotions, everything. You can discuss them. Then financial replanning and health security. Finances are also planned. Okay, finances are also planned, and health security, contraception, pregnancy, and prevention of sexually transmitted infections. This it depends if you want to discuss it with a family, okay, but you should know about it, okay, like not right now, but at the time of marriage, okay, at the time of marriage, you need to have knowledge about these things, okay, and other important areas to be discussed.